Hey everybody, it's the Mr. Cook here. I'm just going to show you quickly how to download this off of TinkerCad make it an STL file, take the STL file, put it in the MakerBot, and then take a look at it there and which way you need to put it so that it prints successfully, okay? This is a phone case we just made. You can take a look from both sides there. You notice the text is all the way through and through, and that's what we want. Alright, so on TinkerCad, click on Design. You're going to download for 3D printing. Now, MakerBot software wants an STL file, so go ahead and click on STL file. It's going to download it. I'm on Chrome, so it's going to download it right down here at the bottom. It just says iPhone 5S case. Okay, so make sure you properly named it on TinkerCad if you have not by now. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look on MakerBot software. You're going to open up MakerBot. Now, because I've downloaded this to my computer, I can just click on the Add File button. It's going to pop up and say, where is it? Well, I put it in my downloads folder, and there it is, iPhone 5S case. And we're going to go ahead and click on Open. Immediately, it's going to give me that warning. This object is off the platform. Be-doo, be-doo, be-doo. Do you want to put it on the platform? Yes, we do. We never want to keep the position. Very odd. So we want to put it down on the platform. And we have to actually flip this thing over because we want this part down on the heat bed so that it prints the other direction, because if not, if we take a look, this would all then need supports because it can't print where gravity would affect it and pull it down. So, and we're going to rotate it so it's long ways. We'll do all that now. So once the object is clicked on, you can just double click on the left hand side here for the move tool. Always double check to make sure it is on the platform and it is centered. Okay, and then we're going to click on where it says turn. We want to turn it 90 degrees so it is correctly horizontally the right way, but we need to flip it all the way around. So two different ways. We can either do X or Y, doesn't matter. So we're either flipping it around on its side here, or we're flipping it long ways up and all the way around. So I can show you. If I did it this way, you can see it slowly rotating one at a time, all the way over till it's back to the original. Also this one, this is going long ways. That's what we want it to be. But I'll go all the way over, I continue clicking, and we're back to the original. So either 2 clicks here or 2 clicks there will get you in the right position. Now, if you know your print head prints a little bit better, is a little bit more level on the right side versus the left side, you can orient it better, okay? Or if you want this actual piece that prints here to be in the front, once again, you can swing it around so that piece is in the front. Whatever you need, wherever your print bed prints best, you should know, okay? In the center is usually the best way to go. And then you can just double click on lay flat to make sure it's there. Do not affect scale because that will mess it up. Now, if you print a phone case and it's just slightly too tight, you can actually use scale to your advantage. So if you double click on scale, you can make that 101%. Okay? Print it again. See if it makes it a little bit better. Maybe go 102%. I know it's kind of a pain, but it is easier that way to make sure you get a phone case that prints perfect. Leave uniform scaling on, but you can do that as well. Or if you know it's just a little bit loose on the left or the right sides, you can affect how wide it is, okay? If you need to go along the y-axis or if you need to go along the x-axis, you can as well. You'll have to take uniform scaling off to adjust those. Alright? And that's it. So if you wanted to print this out, we wanted it to be on the right extruder. If we wanted it to be on the left extruder, we can click on Object and change it. Once again, remember here, we can change it to left extruder. We're going to double check our settings. Always do that. Quality. Infill 7% on a case is good. Number of shells, 1 is good. 2 is probably a little bit better if you have a little extra time. Temperature, we always want to make sure it's around 220. We want to heat the build plate to about 55 degrees Celsius. And then we can go ahead and hit save. Now we do not want the supports on, so we're going to turn those off. And in this case, I would say go ahead and print the phone with a raft. It's always safe with phones because as they come up along the sides here, if not, you can get some flex in the PLA. If you print it with a raft, it's almost guaranteed to stay perfectly flat, which is always a good deal. And it will take a little bit extra time, but that's okay, it's worth it. So let's go and take a look and see how long this is going to take. So we're going to click on the export print file so we can get an X3G file format that the printer can accept. Or we could put it in a different slicer and get G code. And then we'll take a look at this. Alright, here we go. Print preview. It's going to say it's going to take about 2 hours, 2 hours 13 minutes. It's using about 22 grams worth of filament. Our filament's about 1.5 to 2 cents a gram. So, you know, anywhere between 35 and 40 cents for the cell phone case. That's nothing. Alright, but you have to include the raft, and that's part of that estimate as well. So, click on print preview. You can take a look here. zoom in, we'll flip it around so we can see from the other view. There we go. Nice, looks pretty good. You can see the raft that it's printing on underneath, and also we can curl back the layers, peel them back, step through the layers. I always like going from the side so I can show people this. We'll go back up, see all the layers I'm cutting down. Alright, now if we go from view from the top-ish, you'll be able to see right when that raft disappears. So the back of the phone, almost there. A couple more, and that's it. So that is the beginning of the phone right there. This is not. This is just the raft, okay? And obviously there's holes in the raft for special parts of the phone like the camera and the icon for the Apple symbol. But that layer 5 is when the phone's going to start printing. It's going to come up, and then around layer 13 it looks like it's going to start the walls, and then the walls are going to build up, and it's going to continue up till it's done. Alright, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this one because I don't need to export it, but if I wanted to I could export it. Okay, I can also just put it right back in the downloads folder if I wanted to, but I don't need to. Okay, and then I'll put it right to the printer and we'll print it. That sounds great. I'll show you what this looks like after we print it. I'm going to print this exact one. Alright guys, thanks again. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. And check out the Mr. Cook at tenoflystem.com. Thanks.